you're going to get a resident permit for studying in Norway. Hello people, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Abby and this is Mary Shuttle, where we talk about travel, immigration, study. So if you like any of those contents, stick around, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put up a new video. With all of that, let's get into today's video. So welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Norway. Yeah. Good morning. I hope I pronounced that stuff right. It's studying in Norway for free. For free. For free. You got it. You heard me right. Study in Norway for free. Yes. But before we get into all of that, let's get one or two things about Norway so you know where I'm talking about. Norway is a very beautiful country. It's located in Europe, but despite the fact that it is located in Europe, Norway is not part of the EU. However, Norway is a member of the EEA, that is European Economic Area. And Norway is known to be one of the safest countries in the world to live in. It is part of the EEA, but not part of the EU. So they share common differences, like common things. They share things in common. Let's put it that way. They share things in common. If you have a permit to study in Norway, you can travel to all the countries in the EU and the Schengen region. Now, for Norway, they are known to speak Norwegian and English. However, if you're in Norway, you may definitely not, you may find it difficult to really learn Norwegian because most of these people speak English. Like almost everybody in Norway speaks English, but you still have to learn Norwegian. It's for your own benefit. Yes. Norway has and is known for its beautiful mountains, beautiful fjords, and most of all, the northern lights, So we have all of that going on in Norway, and Norwegians are known for hiking, skiing, and fishing sometimes, but most of the time they are hiking. And with all of that, let's get into the study part. Now, Norway has about 9 universities, 8 university colleges, and 5 scientific colleges. So there are lots of places to school at. And all of these are owned by the state. They have some private universities as well, but the private universities are really expensive, like really expensive. You can see them having tuition fees from 7,000 to 9,000 euros for bachelors and between 9,000 euros to 12,000 euros for masters, like postgraduate studies, OMG. So it's really, really expensive if you're going for the private universities. But if you're schooling in the public funded universities, tuition is free, absolutely free, like zero tuition. The only thing you're going to pay is a fee for student union, which you have to pay for every semester, and it's somewhere around 30 to 60 euros per semester. Like, is that all you're going to pay? Okay, we have the University of Bergen, University of Oslo, famous university NTNU, University of Stavanger, University of Bergen, and the likes. With any of these universities, if you choose to study in any of them, you are going to be studying tuition free. Yeah, tuition free. So the only thing is you're going to be needing you definitely be needing some requirements which I'm going to still talk about and get into. How do you qualify to study in a Norwegian university? The first thing to have before studying in a Norwegian university is you must have a degree if you are studying for your postgraduate studies, because most of the times their bachelors are mostly taught in Norwegian. There are some few bachelors that are taught in English, but those are mostly in the private schools. So for the public schools, bachelors are taught in Norwegian. If you're willing to learn Norwegian, then you have to write the Norwegian test and go through with bachelors. However, for getting a study permit, because to have a bachelor's degree in Norway, it's kind of a 50-50 chance, because you really have to know your Norwegian very well. But for masters and PhD, they are taught in English. Now, for you to get admission for your masters, what you just need is to have a grade C, a Norwegian grade C on your bachelor's. That's if you have gotten bachelor's from any international university or anywhere from your home country, then you just need to have a Norwegian grade C. I'm going to keep a link in the description box that's going to be able to help you to compare or convert your, it's just going to compare it, to compare your bachelor's degree result and see if it is equivalent to a Norwegian C. Now, one thing with Norway is that all the applications are done on one website, which is Soknad Web, and I'm going to leave the description down. I'm going to leave the link in the description box down below. So you're going to make your application on that portal. For most of the schools, you just need to upload your transcript to Soknad Web. For some schools like NTNU, you have to send it locally as well by mail. That's, you're going to be putting it uploaded on Soknad Web, and then you're going to send it via mail to the school mail section, to the school mail. Some schools, due to the pandemic, now receive it via email, so it's possible, but it has to be from your school. Like, your school email address has to be the sender. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so your school is going to send it via email from their system to NTNU email address. I hope that makes sense and that is clear. So with that, you can get your transcript sent to them. So now, one more thing is, because the tuition is free, because of the zero tuition, you are going to have loads of like competition. The competition is very high. So the higher your grade for your bachelor's, the higher your chances of getting into the university. That, and you're going to need to have work experience, also helps to add to your chances of getting in. So let's get into the requirements for you to get your admission. To get admission into the university, you're going to need a valid passport. You're going to also need your resume, like updated resume. You're going to need your statement of purpose, SOP, and that has to be like top notch. You have to really try as much as you can to get their attention, because there's no exam for you to write. So the only examination you have is your SOP, and it has to be up to it. You're also going to need your proof of funds. Now, those are the basic requirements for you to be able to apply online on Soknad Web. If they need any further requirements, they will send it to you via mail for you to be able to attend to it. With all of that being said, your proof of funds, you're going to need to have a bank statement. You're going to need an equivalent of 127,000 Norwegian kroner. That's going to be for your statement, your bank statement. That's what you need to prove that you can take care of yourself. That's Tuition is free, but all you need is just to show that you can take care of yourself for 1 full year. And the amount to take care of yourself for 1 year is as estimated by Norway. You need 126,357 Norwegian kroner for a year. Believe me, Norway is an expensive place to live in, despite the fact that they pay their pay is very high. The cost of living is also very high. You are done with applying to the university and then you get your admission letter. If you are offered admission into Norway, Norway does not defer admission. So if you are not able to meet up for that year, it means that your admission is gone. You have to reapply again for the next year. So if you have gotten your admission, your requirements for your visa application is you have to send that money to the Norwegian bank account that your school is going to provide for you, because they are going to print out a slip which is going to show that you can take care of yourself for 1 year, which is what is part of your proof to show that you can your proof of funds. So that is part of your application for the visa. And if you do not have that, your visa cannot pull through. So you need to send that money to the Norwegian bank account that is going to be opened for you by your school. Don't get it mixed up. They are not taking the money. It's your money. It's yours. Yes, it's yours. But you're going to send it to them. They are going to print out a slip which is going to be proof to Norwegian government and the Norwegian embassy that you can take care of yourself. So when you do that, you submit that slip alongside with your valid passport, a copy of your valid passport. You also need to submit your application letter and proof that you're going to return to your home country after your studies. That's very, very important, guys. Proof you can return back to your home country after your studies. If you have it in mind to stay back in Norway, if you get a job and you stay back, it's fine. But before you get your visa, you just have to prove to the visa officer that you are going to go back to your country. And with that, you are going to pay your application fee, which is 4,900 kroner. As of when this video is going out, all these prices are liable to change based on the government's website. But at least you just have an idea of the rough estimate you should be having at the back of your mind. But once in a while, maybe once a year sometimes once in 2 years, they always have a change in the value due to inflation. So you're going to do that and send it for the embassy. Yeah. Okay. With all of that, can I work in Norway whilst I study? Yes, you can. And you are permitted to work 20 hours a week. 20 hours every week for the time of your study. During this time of study, you know that you are going to have free health care. So whatever happens, your health insurance is covered, because health care in Norway is actually free. You're going to be wondering, like, where are all these free things coming out from? It's not just like the government just wants to give you free things. The truth of the matter is the taxes that are paid in Norway, which is very high, about 30% sometimes, based on how much you earn. But those taxes are used to cover up for funding of studies and all the other things, studies and healthcare for people so that you don't have to run helter skelter just to be able to study or to be able to get medical attention. Okay, so it's not like it's just totally free. It's people's money, citizens' money, taxpayers' money, but that's what they use it to do. And they have a lovely place. So yeah, can I travel with family? Yes, you can travel with family whilst you study. However, Norway just changed their family immigration program. Before now, you can apply with your family. If you get your admission, when you are applying for your visa, you can add your family and apply with them at once. And then when you are getting your study permit, your family is also going to get their own immigration visa as well when you are getting your study permit. But right now, you cannot apply, they're not attending to family visa immediately. So even if you're applying with it together, it's going to take, application time can take up to somewhere between 10 months and above. Yep, after your application, 10 months and above. So if you're willing to wait, then you can go ahead if you're going with family. If you're coming with family, you need to prove that you can take care of your family as well. And now, because your family is not coming with you the same time you are applying, that means your family is going to require a DNA test. Ta-da! So you're going to be making requirements for DNA test, which you are going to submit when you are applying for their own visa. But if you're not going with family, if you are not married and you want to go on your own, feel free. Feel free. One of the benefits of studying in Norway is that you're going to get a resident permit for studying in Norway, and that is not included when they are counting for your permanent residence. If you're able to get a job and stay back in Norway, you can be able to have permanent residence in 3 years, like 3 years. They just changed it. Prior to now, it was 5 years, but from 2020, they have changed it to 3 years. Living in Norway on a resident permit can give you the chance and the opportunity to get the permanent residence. And if you are on the permanent residence for a while, or your stay together in Norway gets up to 10 years, you can get the Norwegian citizenship. Yay! So that's all for it. I'm going to be dropping all the links in the description box. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We can't get enough of subscribe, but like and share this video. That's all for today. Thank you. From me, it's a wrap. Bye.